Hello, everyone. Welcome in, Draco. Welcome in, Plan. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is a special day, special stream. Sony has graced us with their presence of a state of play. Don't know a lot about what's going to be shown. I think there might have been some spoilers. Some people talking about what is going to be shown, but I have not looked at them. I want to go in blind. I don't know if Durbin is streaming anymore. He stopped streaming for a while, and then I think he came back and was occasionally streaming like one day a week, like on Friday. But I don't know if he's still doing that. I haven't seen him in a very long time. I know he got a job, and I think that's what's been taking up most of his time, doing adult things. Foster got a job too, and he got married. I think he's been really busy with work. That's why you got good old Hal here, who's unemployed and can stream video games. Oh, man. I'm trying to find a job. I had an interview yesterday. It's exhausting, guys. I swear, being an entrepreneur and just starting your own business is easier than finding a job. All right, well, we got 17 minutes to kill. What can we talk about? Oh, hold on. I've been literally looking at my watch like a day, and there's like some smudges on it. I keep forgetting to clean it or just like wipe it off. Every time I look at it, I think, oh my goodness, I need to clean that. Now I'm wiping it off. There we go. Now I can relax. I don't know, Plan. I don't know what it is. I really did not think it was going to be this hard to find a job. Like, last year, I knew that I was probably going to start having to look for a job. And I was reading all of these horror stories about how people, you know, have been sending out hundreds of applications and not getting anything. And I was like, it can't be that hard. And I mean, for me, you know, like, I have a lot of experience in a lot of different things, which in some ways I think kind of hurts me. But there are so many different things that I could do. So I've been applying to a bunch of different things. I mean, it's mostly like, I've been applying to some game jobs, but I know that that's not likely to get a job like that. But I've mostly just been applying to things that I know I could do, like marketing, which I don't really want to do a marketing job, but I know I could. And so I don't know. The job market is just, it's frustrating and exhausting, and it is like awful for your mental health. Because in my experience, first of all, like 95% of the people that I apply to, or the companies I apply to, just never get back to you. Like, either way, to tell you if if you are moving forward or just rejected. And it's just so incredibly, like, the last time I got a job was a very long time ago. Like 2007, coming up on 20 years, which is insane. And back then, you kind of just, or at least what I did, I mean, I was just, like straight out of high school. I just drove around, went to places, and asked if they were hiring. Most places, even back then, were still like, yeah, you need to fill out an application online. But I walked into Office Depot, and they said, oh yeah, you can fill out an application on here. It was online, but it was like, I just used their computers. And then the manager invited me up to his office. I interviewed, and I got the job that day. And that's where I stayed for 7 years doing that job. And then I got out of that, did my own thing. Didn't really ever think that I would go back to looking for a job, to be honest. But here we are. And so now, I mean, you can still walk around and, you can go into stores and ask them if they're hiring, but they all want you to go online and fill out the application. but it's just, I don't know, it just feels different. Like, I've gotten rejected from Best Buy. I got rejected from GameStop. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I can't get a job at GameStop. Not that I want a job at GameStop. That's kind of like the last thing that I want. But I feel like, you know, some little retail job is kind of a job that anyone should be able to get. You don't really need any experience, you know, maybe a high school diploma. But I mean, I have 7 years of experience in retail. I have done basically everything in retail, like all the way from just being a lowly little, you know, person that stocks shelves, to a cash register, to selling technology stuff, to being a manager, to being copy and print department manager. I've done everything. So you would think that, like, that would be good and that would be enough to get just a basic retail job at GameStop or Best Buy or something like that. But they rejected me. And so then at that point, it's like, well, if I can't even get a job like that, I might as well at least try to get a job making a little bit more money and doing something that, you know, I feel like I have a little bit more experience for. So I've been applying to, you know, just like a bunch of jobs with companies with random things from like partnership managers to even just like customer service type jobs. And I just can't get through to anybody. I feel like I don't have any idea what I'm doing when it comes to finding a job. I feel like I'm missing something. But at the same time, I talk about this and like all the other people that seem to be looking for a job are like, nope, that's just how it is. You got to apply to 400 different people and maybe you'll get lucky and find one job. And like I said, it's exhausting and it is absolutely terrible for my mental health and probably for everyone's mental health. Because, you know, like you start talking to someone and they say like, oh yeah, you'd be a great person for this job, and they seem excited to talk to you, and then just like all of a sudden they just stop talking to you, and then they just ghost you, and then you message them back and they just don't message you back. And I don't understand people. I really don't understand people. I feel like I'm weird and abnormal because if someone messages me and I don't message them back, I literally get anxiety over it. Like I'm worried that they are sitting there waiting for my message. And so I don't understand. Well, let me take it back. I understand, like, if I reach out to some random person on LinkedIn and I send them a message, I don't expect to hear from, I usually don't expect to hear back from them. And that is normal. Like I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't think that they would want to message me back. But what I don't understand is when I do message someone, or even when someone messages me and like we talk back and forth a little bit, and I feel like we, you know, start to build kind of a relationship. And then all of a sudden, like it's just, they just disappear. And then I just never hear from them again. I don't understand that. Is doing photography again out of the question, even as a temporary thing until you find something else? No, it's not out of the question at all. I just don't get the amount of work that I used to get with photography. And I think, well, I mean, really ever since the pandemic, like I haven't I haven't had a good year with photography in terms of making enough money to really survive off of. And I think what happens, you know, specifically with me, it was mostly wedding photography. So I would, good gracious, that was really loud. I would, starting out was very difficult, but when I kind of got the ball rolling with photography, and again, especially wedding photography, it was a thing of like, okay, well, I shot this person's wedding, and, you know, they had bridesmaids that were there, and then they were getting married, and it was like, you know, it was all just word of mouth, right? There was also a lot less competition when I started. There were not nearly as many wedding photographers. But when the pandemic hit, basically all of the weddings were canceled and postponed, you know, moved. And so I think that there was a big enough gap to where, like, you know, people just kind of stopped looking for wedding photographers for a while, and it just never picked up again after that. And I tried for about 2 years to really, really try and build that business up again, but I just couldn't ever get enough traction, specifically with weddings. And the thing is, like, I don't really love photographing weddings, but that's where the money is. At least for me, that was always where, like, if I didn't photograph weddings, then I wouldn't have been able to have a decent living, because doing portraits and that kind of stuff just doesn't bring in enough income for me. Like, for some people it can. So yeah, like, I'm not opposed. I still take photography jobs and things like that. I have a photo shoot this weekend. I photographed 2 houses on Monday. So I still take those jobs when I get them and when I can, but it's just not nearly enough to live off of. Like, last year, I think it was like $5,000 was my total income last year. And this year it's, I'm trying to think. With photography, it's been maybe about $800 I've made this year. Kind of ironically, I've made more money. I'm starting to make more money with game development stuff, not with making games, but with like selling assets, and YouTube is picking up, which is such a weird thing, but like that seems to be going somewhere. It's kind of growing so fast that, like, I have no idea really where it will stop and where it will plateau. I think it'll plateau at some point, but I'm honestly just so tired of hustling. Just like getting up every day and just being like, okay, I have to make something happen to make some money. I don't know. Part of me says that, and then, like, I think whether I like it or not, I am just a very entrepreneurial person.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Hi, Ozzy. Thank you so much. Oh, 12 months, man. Wow. Thank you so much, man. And so whether I like it or not, like, that is just my personality, that I like doing things on my own. I like being my own boss. I like starting businesses, pushing myself, you know, trying to figure out figure out solutions for problems and things like that. But it's also just exhausting. And it would be one thing if I was doing it and I was really successful and I was making enough money to live off of, but I'm just not making nearly enough to live off of. So that's why I thought it was going to be like, well, you know, I'm sure it might be a little challenging finding a job, but I'm sure I'll be able to find something, right? And it's been really, really tough. Here in Germany, if you have a master's certificate in something, they have to pay you based on that, no matter what kind of work you do. Even if it's just inventory work. Yeah. You kind of always wanted to become a profiler for a crime scene photographer. Watched too many CSIs as a kid. You know, I thought about that for a little time. I just don't know if I could do it. I mean, I think that for better or for worse, I think I'm pretty desensitized to a lot of stuff. But when it comes to real life, I don't know how I would actually feel about photographing, you know, crime scenes and mutilated bodies and that kind of stuff. I don't know if anybody can really know. I feel like it's kind of along the same lines of those jobs of people. Like, this is an awful job, but, you know, there are people like Facebook has to employ these, and YouTube, they employ people that literally just have to like look through reports of child pornography or you know, like terrible, awful things, right? And you're just forced to look at that stuff all day, and I could not do that. I definitely know I could do that, not do that. And I don't think many people can do that for a very long time. Like, no matter how desensitized you think you are, I think that is just, I don't think anybody can do that for a very long time. That would be rough. Should sell your own brand of handsome cream. You get used to it over time. I don't know. I don't know about some of that stuff. Whoa, my monitor is doing really weird things. That was weird. How are you doing today, Aussie? Let's see. It's very, very, very early for you, right? Very early in the morning. You watched an interview with the guy in Florida who worked in the graphic contents department. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I feel like I wouldn't even want to subject myself to that at the risk of becoming desensitized to some of that stuff. Even though I feel like I am really desensitized to a lot of stuff on, you know, like in movies and violence and that kind of stuff, I still think that my brain, you know, just like switches something whenever I'm watching a movie. 5 a.m., can't sleep, might as well say hi. Well, I'm glad you're here. This should be a pretty short thing. It's supposed to be 40 minutes, I think. And should be a really good show. I'm excited for this. This is kind of kicking off our Summer Game Fest as well. This Friday, we have Summer Game Fest. It's going to be at the same time. So whatever time it is for you right now, Summer Game Fest on Friday will happen at that time as well. I think that'll be a longer stream though. But I'm really excited to see what's going on then. And then on Sunday, we have the Xbox showcase, which is always fun to watch. That'll be earlier, so that'll be, I think, 12 or 11 a.m. my time. All right, here we go, guys. You guys let me know how the audio is. Can't hear anything yet. Heavy Rain? I don't know why it made me think of Heavy Rain. Hey, DJ Chaos, welcome.
Emotion running through our veins. Heartbeat. Love
Tetris.
is making waves.
I'm getting Tetris Effect vibes.
Running through our veins. Heartbeat.
Is it a new Tetris Effect?
Love is making waves. I'm facing my fears, not backing away.
Tetris Effect 2?
I'm facing my
I think this is...
fears, not backing away.
I think it's Tetris Effect, right? Doesn't really look like Tetris, though. This is not Tetris. It sounds so much like Tetris Effect, though. Tetris Effect Andromeda. Luminous Arise. Is this from the same people that made Tetris Effect? It really feels like that.
Hello from Enhance. I'm Tetsuya Mizuguchi.
ディレクターの石原隆です。ルミネスアライズのトレーラー楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。この秋、プレイステーション
really
5
made me wanna replay
PSVR2
Tetris
対応で
Effect.
発売予定です。ルミネスアライズはバラエティ豊かな曲と美しいビジュアルが没入感を高め、いつまでも遊びたくなるゲーム体験となっています。その世界はとても心地よく、プレイヤーを共感覚の世界へと導きます。
まあよくある普通のパズルゲームってことだよね。テトリスエフェクトを一度遊んだことがある人は分かると思いますが、ルミネスアライズはただのパズルゲームではありません。
夏にシングルとマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定です。ぜひ皆さん手に取って遊んでみてください。
Oh, free single and multiplayer demo.
Enjoy the rest of State of Play.
Nice. Well, I will definitely try that out. Man, I loved Tetris Effect. Man, I just want to play Tetris Effect right now. What comes after dreaming?
The future. It isn't just a dream. It's a promise.
How's the audio for you guys?
One we're turning
Too loud,
into
too quiet?
reality. With
Me
our
too,
third
Draco.
generation of Luna filament and advanced generative
Good for you.
AI, we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality. We create life for our future.
What am I watching? Is this an ad?
Delphi Corporation.
Ad for a game?
Let's see about getting passed through to Earth.
Earth.
And why are these things trying to kill us?
I think we're back in the old days of demos. We get demos for all kinds of games.
There you are. All better.
Oh, is it Pragmata? It's Pragmata!
Patch me up.
Oh my goodness, I've forgotten about this game. I thought maybe this game got canceled.
Whoa, hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something? I'm good. Get behind me!
I think I can help.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize?
That girl is
Us?
60% hair.
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
Wow.
Hey, D.I.
I said I am
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
2026, it's real. Okay. All right. Last time we saw that was like 2021, and they said it was coming in 2022 or something like that. So I don't know. Okay.
Oh, hey, today is Saturday, which means curry time.
Awesome, I love curry.
Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay, I'll get it.
What world am I seeing here?
Curry time.
Romeo! Romeo! Stay with
Oh,
me!
my goodness.
You're gonna die! Romeo, listen up! You're gonna die in about 15 seconds! Seriously? Seriously, don't worry. I made this just in case. The dead gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
This is rather graphic.
You're already half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame. Dead man. From now on, you're dead man.
Whoa. This is like the opposite of those games where they start out with like a really, cinematic look, and then they find out it's like a 2D mobile game or something. What in the world? This looks cool.
Romeo is a dead man. Coming 2026.
2 2026 dates so far.
Huh? That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like a spirit? I'm on your back.
Hey, Dav.
What?
Oh, it's Suda 51.
グラスホッパーの役者の須田剛一です。いえいえ。皆さんトレーラーどうでした？グラスホッパーの久々の新作。
The art style makes a lot of sense now.
ロミオイザデッドマンです。いよいよ発表できました。このゲームはですね、主人公のロミオがロミオスターゲーザーという名前なんですがかっこいいでしょ。時空犯罪 FBI 捜査官として、凶悪なですね指名手配犯をさまざまな時空に飛んで倒していく。そんな
Ozzy, this is the. I think these are the developers that made
そして今回はですね、
Lollipop
剣だけじゃありません。
Chainsaw
銃も使えます。
thing, whatever
スト
it's
ロングスタイル
called.
のアクションゲームとして、
I think it's the same
一
devs,
丸となって
right?
頑張って作ってます。そしてなんで、タイトルがですねロミオなのにデッドマンなのか、それは皆さんぜひ続報をお待ちください。プレイステーション30周年過ぎちゃいましたけどおめでとうございます。それでは引き続きステートオブプレイをお楽しみください。
Oh yeah, no more heroes. Right. Travis strikes again. Man, I need to play some... Oh my goodness, it's Silent Hill! I'm so excited for this game. I think this is 2026 too, though. I wish it was this year. I love this environment. I've been wanting to... multiple times I've tried to, or I've started making like a environment piece like this. Portfolio. It's very Silent Hill. I don't like the pause. I never liked games when they pause whenever you hit. It's always been an annoyance to me. I never understand why games do that. Does that bother anyone else? Is it just me? I feel like it must just be me because so many games have that. Ooh. Wow, I love the design of the enemies. Yeah, Suda 51. Oh. That's a cool trailer. Hey, hey, Bolasti. Wait, September 25th? What? That's soon. I thought it was next year. Oh my goodness. That is super exciting.
The castle has been sighted again.
Oh my goodness.
The church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped.
I know, Draco. I'm really excited about that.
Ethereal castle, break its gates, and exterminate the creatures that dwell within.
This looks cool.
The Demon Lord himself will fall by our hand.
This mission will test the limits of your courage.
You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings. Beasts that defy reason. Creatures born of pure darkness.
This reminds me a lot of that, what's the name of that Metroidvania that I played that I really liked? I think it's from one of the creators of Castlevania, or somebody that had something to do with Castlevania made it. Is this a sequel? It really looks a lot like it.
With me.
Or maybe it's something completely new. Bloodborne Mania? Yeah, it was something blood. How many video games are made or have the word blood in it? Bloodstained! It is! The Scarlet Engagement. Yeah, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. That was the name of it. Oh, wow. That looks awesome.
So you've come, dogs of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
I really liked that game.
The visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing are a hellscape I can't quite put into words. You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years. But the situation here is critical. I'm counting on you, Agent.
Oh, Digimon.
Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between
Did you tell
these
the disappointment in my voice?
Probably a phase
I thought it was like
electron light.
Persona or something.
Is that what you call us Digimon? I'll always be right here with you.
Who exactly
I'm sure there's a lot of people very excited for Digimon.
guys.
I just don't know anything about it.
What is that? You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been
No, I
enemies for
don't.
years now, but this is the first time the Titans have launched an attack on this scale.
We now believe most of the anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
The world on this end is running out of time.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world?
Stop it! That egg is very important!
The World Tree has been attacked. It is just as the Great One, Plutomon, said.
It can't protect anyone.
We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone were you born.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed by digital.
Attack! Please, everyone, lend me your strength.
Everything's riding on
to
you.
Move forward into
Isn't
the
this?
future.
We must fulfill our mission.
Isn't it very similar to Pokemon?
Agent.
There you go, coming October 3rd. Oh, I'm so excited for Silent Hill F.
O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
I feel like I should know what this is. Some super epic square game.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path?
Is this a Final Fantasy?
Conflict?
That looks like a
Powerful
chocobo.
must rule the weak. It is our duty.
Heavens fall upon your crown!
This vile charade has gone on long enough. It ends now.
Wait, no. Final Fantasy Tactics?
Do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
It's not a remake, though. Oh. I guess it's like a enhanced. Okay. Wow. Well, I know people have desperately been wanting this. I am excited for that, though, or interested in that.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming to PS5 later this year.
I bet Minish is freaking out.
We
that
hope you
like
enjoyed that first look at Final
game.
Fantasy Tactics, the Evil East Chronicles.
You already have it on PS1. I don't need a remake.
The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic. The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and much more.
Fully voiced?
As well
That's
as the
cool.
classic version, which brings a faithful recreation of the 1997 original to modern consoles.
Oh, that's neat. I really like that.
Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evil East Chronicles, launches on
games
PS5
preservation,
and
if nothing
PS4
else.
September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
Starting today.
This next game is something really special. When I first played it, I laughed so hard I almost barfed. Let's check it out.
But is there maybe just toilet?
Toilet?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, it's this game.
Bad.
Baby steps.
I'll wait.
I can run away.
Pea shy.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
You can watch.
In Baby Steps, all you have to do is carefully place one foot in front of the other, which is easier said than done. Main character Nate requires some pretty deliberate movement to make even the simplest progress. It's a captivating open-world experience filled with oddball characters.
Here we go. Knock up. Oh, no. You found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain.
Oh, good.
Definitely check this one out when it comes to PS5
September
on
8th.
September 8th.
All right. A lot of people have been waiting for that one for a long time.
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure
Hirogami.
title from Bandai Namco Studios, Singapore.
Wow, it's pretty. I
In
like
this
the
journey
look
to
of
save
this.
your origami home, you'll transform into paper shapes with distinct abilities, including a paper airplane, a
that's
nimble
cool.
frog, a hardy armadillo, and a powerful ape.
Yeah, we've been seeing Baby Steps for a very
Master
long
the
time.
art of folding when Hirogami arrives on PS5 later this summer.
That looks really pretty. I really like the look of that.
Sid, why don't you tee this next one up?
Thanks, Sean. The Hot Shots series has been with PlayStation from the very beginning, and its latest installment, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, boasts its largest character roster ever.
I know a lot of people really like this game as
Compete
well.
in courses from 10 different regions around the world. each with weather effects and new nighttime variants. Pre-orders begin later today. And those who do will get Bandai Namco's iconic Pac-Man.
Oh, you know, I didn't really even notice it,
character.
Draco. I'll have to go back and look.
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots drives onto PS5 September 5th.
Movie night. Maybe.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a challenging new entry in the long-running action
I don't know
franchise.
why it gives me so much anxiety to have a movie night.
From the makers of the Blasphemous series, Ragebound stars dual protagonists from rival clans, forced to combine their souls and skills against a demon uprising. And longtime fans will really love the pulse-pounding soundtrack featuring guest composers from the original series.
I don't know why it's Silent Hill F.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound arrives July 31st
I think
on
a lot
PS5
of people, myself
and
included,
PS4.
just thought that it was like a code name, but it seems like they're just going with that now.
From the game makers, Cairn is a survival climbing experience.
Please
where
tell
you
me
must
this is coming
carefully
out
plan your
soon.
ascent up a deadly mountain.
This is one of the coolest games I've ever played. I'm not
Manage balance
exaggerating.
and stamina to discover secrets.
Hey! Hey, wait for me!
Encounter other climbers.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
And survive the harsh conditions of the climb.
Please give me a date. November
You can give it a try
5th.
yourself with a demo that
Okay.
arrives later today.
That's a date. I was hoping it was available sooner. This game is so cool.
That's all
though.
from us, but there's still a lot of State of Play to come.
This next reveal comes from the game preservationist at Digital Eclipse. Nothing can prepare you for their next collection, arriving later this year.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play. People were excited about it.
Oh, people are going to freak out over this.
Just seeing people react to it.
We knew that we were onto something.
I wish I had the nostalgia for these
It
games.
was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
It's such an interesting
Something that added to the
way
mystique
that they
of
do
Mortal
these
Kombat.
games. They're like half
We're showing
documentaries
you a
and
part
half
of a world
games.
that is much larger.
Are they still making a new movie?
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Flawless victory.
Wow, it's coming to PS4 as well. Why not? New hardware. Oh, is this like a accessibility? Yeah, this is like a... Oh, no, it's... What in the world? Okay. I'm sure some people will be crazy excited for that.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder.
Ooh, I'm so excited for this.
That guy?
Oh, I hope it's gonna be good. I think it is gonna be good, though.
We've lost sight of the enemy.
Looks
Find
good.
him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
Loading like this? It's a revolution.
This is coming soon, right? Isn't August, I think?
Here comes another one! You won't get away from me! Time for you to taste some real pain!
What's the matter? I'm over here. Go back to your own world.
See
Oh man, Draco, you timed that so good. What in the world?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
What in the world? Yeah, there we go. August 28th. Soon. Wait, can you actually make cover like that? That looked really cool.
Spirit stones. Shining stones imbued with humankind's never-ending dreams.
Quick Tecmo.
Since time immemorial,
Draco.
This power
Neo 3?
has been the impetus for human wars.
This feels very Neo.
Such an ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of Aratama.
This has gotta be Neo 3, right?
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer.
Wow.
How foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell!
There it is! Cool. All right.
Who might you be, warrior?
Probably next year.
Tokugawa. Takechiyo.
Early 2026. All right.
皆さんこんにちは。チーム忍者の安田です。戦国死にゲーシリーズの最新作
Very cool.
ニオ3をついに発表させていただきました。今作のアクションはシリーズおなじみの侍スタイルに加え、新たに忍者スタイルを追加、より多彩な戦闘を楽しめます。ステージもオープンフィールドとなり、探索や攻略の自由度や没入感が大幅にアップしています。
Come to PC right away?
本日よりプレイステーション5で体験版も配信いたしますので、ぜひプレイしてご意見をいただければと思います。2026年の発売に向け、続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Let's see.
No one knows how old the city really is.
PSVR 2
For
stuff.
me, it's all I've ever known. My whole world. I was raised in this city's shadow, free to take whatever I need to survive.
Boy, this looks cool, but it's only VR.
This city hides many lost and legendary treasures.
This feels very Thief.
Locked away, waiting to be found, waiting to be taken. But some treasures come with more trouble than others.
I know, I was gonna say Thief VR. Why did they do this to us? Come on, man.
Are you there yet?
That looks cool, but I don't have a PSVR 2.
For a cure, but she's keeping it safe in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosing?
Market Land seems a bit tense today. I heard something happen with another Tidewalker. Damn it.
Man, that's a bummer.
Someone beat us to it.
I mean, it's cool for the people that have PSVR too, I guess.
Ever since the Great Flood, Elland, my dear planet, has been dying. Plastemia has taken everything from us. But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
Hey, you! Stop right there!
And it's up to you now to use that power.
No idea what this is. This seems like some live service thing?
Please, help me.
Multiplayer?
Tidewalkers. Will you help us?
Huh.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Doucet,
I do
the
not
game
know what to
director
think
of
about
Astrobot.
that.
It's a pleasure to be back today to share more news with you. What the last few months it has been in the world of Astro.
I want to know more.
Astrobot launched last September to such encouraging feedback.
Man, this game is so good.
Even receiving a few honors. We are truly
to get back
grateful
to this
for.
game.
In October, we added 5 speedrun levels, followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises. And then earlier this year, the Vicious Void Galaxy made its appearance, adding yet more new challenging levels, all of which came at no additional cost. And today, I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels in Astrobot, bringing the total to a whopping 90 planets.
Gracious.
New special bots will be there too, including
crazy.
Atsu from Ghost of Yotei, alongside other fans' favorites, but these ones are a surprise. And finally, the Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year, with a slight twist, so be on the lookout for more news coming soon. From all of us at
Is
Team
the slight
Asobi,
twist
thank
that
you
it costs
all
more
for the
money?
amazing reception you gave our game, and enjoy the rest of the show.
My old man always said to me, he told me,
This looks cool.
Then it hit me all so clear. No old man.
Man, you guys, what happened to Little Devil Inside? Remember that game?
Memories go, memories stay, chasing the sound of the wave.
Wow, this looks pretty.
It always strays, standing on the beach all day. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is it Monkey Island? It kind of feels like it, doesn't it? Wait, was that Kratos? What is happening? Sea remnants? Huh. That looks really interesting. Oh, Journey. Oh. Journey vibes. Which game plan? This game? Ooh, I like that level. Give me that snow. Sword of the Sea. August 19th. Very soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and the Pathless. We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog. On June 17th, Remedy brings
FBC.
otherworldly action to game catalog with FBC Firebreak.
I'm gonna try this.
In this cooperative
not gonna love
FPS
it,
set
but
in the paranatural world
I feel
of
like I
Control,
have to try this
you
as
and
much as
two
I love
fellow
Control.
agents must confront and contain the reality-warping chaos found within the oldest house. Fun in short bursts or deep dives, FBC Firebreak launches day one into game catalog on June 17th.
It's also coming to Game Pass.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes several new titles this summer. The PS2 version of legendary immersive sim Deus Ex arrives June 17th.
Cool.
In July, Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service just in time for the second season premiere of Twisted Metal, which arrives July 31st in select countries, including Peacock in the US. Additionally, two of Capcom's most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup.
It's a three-person
Resident Evil
multiplayer
2 and Resident
game
Evil 3 will arrive later this summer in the Classics catalog.
where you go into the oldest house.
Additionally,
it
Myst
takes place
and Ribbon
in the
will arrive
Control
later this
universe.
month as part
You know
of
the
the Days
game
of Play
Control.
celebration, running now through June 11th. Days of Play is a 2-week event that includes bonus PlayStation Plus content drops, great deals on software and hardware,
Let's
and
get on
more.
with the ads.
Visit PlayStation
Show me games,
blog and
please.
PlayStation.com for full details.
We're at 40 minutes, so
His
do they have one
parents
last
cut
thing?
their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then
Oh, it's
started a
James
grand
Bond.
tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Did not think that we would see that
Always
here.
At odds with authority, same thing in the Navy.
His superiors
Oh,
all
that's,
praise his
um,
instincts.
And they're all in
That's
need
an
of
actual
early
actor.
retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No.
What is that guy's
and I
name?
suspect he feels the same way.
I have so many questions. Is that Q?
What he did
I mean, not Q,
in
M?
Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only
Oh my
survived
goodness.
thanks to blind luck. Give me one
Please show me
good
James
reason
Bond.
to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Nathan Drake? Whoa. Hold on.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
It was like strong Nathan Drake vibes there, right?
So you shouldn't have.
Okay.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the end game is,
goodness,
we won't
guys.
see it coming.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
He's very young looking, isn't he?
hell with that.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
It's almost a little stylized look, I feel like. We are going to have to watch that again.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
Coming 2026. Okay, that's what I kind of expected, but ew, gross. Full gameplay reveal this summer. Okay.
Hello, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of Iron Interactive. The team is thrilled to announce 007 First Flight. You'll experience James Bond as a young air crewman in the Royal Navy. Before the tuxedo
really
and the
looks like
martinis,
Nathan Drake
as
there.
he first steps into the world of espionage, striving to earn his
I
00
don't
status.
know. I mean, overall, I think I like it, but
has poured the passion and
definitely is a
dedication
little different
into
feeling
crafting
than
an
I thought it was
experience
gonna
that honors the legacy of
look
Bond,
and feel.
harnessing our 25 years of agent
There was a
expertise.
lot that they showed
This
there,
is
though.
just the beginning of our journey with 007, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.
The fact that they just say coming in 2026 makes me think that it's late 2026, which means it's probably going to be delayed to 2027. So I think it's still probably a ways off. Is this Ghosts of Yotai? I think it is. Yeah, what did you guys think? I've got to finish Ghost of Tsushima before I play this. I feel
Still with
shame
me?
for not finishing it. Poor choice of the main character, but looks fun. I don't know. I'm really gonna have to look at it and think more about the main character. I feel like they don't really need to show anything at this point, do they? Like, this game's coming out really soon, isn't it? All right. Oh wait, this is not it. Arc System Works. I think what is Arc System Works? I know I've heard of them. Oh, I don't care about this. Oh, is this Marvel versus Capcom or something? I feel like Decellus is going to be excited for this game. This feels like a Decellus game. Looks like it's just Marvel. Is it Marvel versus Marvel? It feels very weird hearing Spider-Man in Japanese. Tokon Fighting Soul. Oh. What? What is happening? Are you excited for this, Bolasti? Good. I'm glad because I don't feel any excitement for that, so I want
プレイステーションの友人から
to
急に
be
なんか
excited
飲
for
み
someone
に
else.
行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃ
But
と思って
those are not my kind of games at all.
予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で実はアクの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして、いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation
Whoever
in
picked
this
that
space?
camera angle
So
should be
PlayStation
fired.
approached us with this vision to bring Marvel
looks
back to the
ridiculous.
forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float
Speaking
the
of
idea
Insomniac,
and let them know, hey, we're thinking about approaching
where
a
is the
company
game
like
that
Arc
they are
System Works
working
to make
on?
a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and then just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいねっていうことを言われました。話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで。
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part
Wolverine,
is finding a partner that's crazy enough
what
to take on
happened
the
to
task.
Wolverine?
Because you either do something like this big and bold, or you don't do it at all.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs.
I think I could
you come in
too,
with your kind of
Draco.
own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
一番最初にマーベルさんに提出した時はなんとなくマイケルさんの反応は
I think
あんまり芳
the
しくなか
last
った
I heard Wolverine was
印象
supposed to be
があ
out
って
this year, but I
何が
can't
まずいのか
imagine
な
that
って
that's
い
still
ろいろ
going to be the
こうやっぱり
case
直接話していくうちに
if they're not going to show it
もっと
here.
アークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけどもかなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うのでマーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶるよくてあこれなんだみたいないう感じで
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、本当にやっぱり強調すべきは
Insomniac got hit hard because of all the leaks. I don't really even remember the leaks. Was it Wolverine leaks? I don't even remember what it was. I vaguely remember hearing about that, but
it's also the gameplay mechanics.
I don't think I looked
adding in
too much into it.
What is that pop? What is going to be something that's different? Up until now, you've seen tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
今回4対4という革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと
Hello, Minish. Final Fantasy Tactics. I
安心してく
know.
ださい
It looks so good. I'm so excited that they're doing like a faithful one-to-one remake, or not. I don't know what you call that. They have the original game basically, but then they have like a full remaster as
I don't
well.
think a lot of people thought
That's really
this game
exciting.
would be here, would come.
Welcome
This
in,
has
Minish.
just
How
been
are you?
An awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The three companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、まだまだ開発途中ではあります
I think a lot of the games got leaked, and I believe if you really try to find it, you can find some demo or something of the game that is playable. Yeah, man, they honestly did a good job at like just making that story kind of go away, because I do remember that, but I feel like it just kind of came and went. I'm good. I meant to show up earlier, but I was wasting an hour in stupid Final Fantasy XIV dungeon. It's all right.
You're still with me?
Oh, that was weird. Okay, I want to watch that James Bond trailer again.
Battle is truly unavoidable.
A lot of good stuff shown, though. I'm so curious what the reaction to this is going to be, what the reaction to this showcase is going to be, because I feel like every time I watch one of these, I'm so excited, and then I go on the internet and everyone's like, that was the worst Sony showcase ever. Where's God of War? I thought there was some fantastic... Oh, Minish! Did you see the Bloodstained sequel? I think that may be one of the things I'm most excited for. Although it's next year, so it's still a little ways away. But man, I thought that looked fantastic. Oh, I think that Thief game really hurts. I think... So the thing about the Thief VR, it's similar to... I was talking to someone about Ubisoft the other day, and it's similar to the fact that, like, you know, Ubisoft used to make Splinter Cell, right? One of my favorite games, one of my favorite series. And a lot of people love Splinter Cell. And it feels like such a slap in the face to the original audience to take an IP like Splinter Cell, like Sam Fisher, and put him in a mobile game or put him in some, multiplayer Division game or something like that. And that feels a little bit like that to me with the Thief game, because it's like, oh man, there's so many diehard fans that love Thief and would love to play a new Thief game, and the new Thief game is a PSVR 2 only game. I don't know, that just hurts a little bit. Like, even if I had a PSVR 2, I would still just feel like a little betrayed. Where's EA Sports Games? That's why we're all here. I I hopped into the stream after I fast forwarded through the state of play looking for Final Fantasy Tactics. I did see a snippet of the Bloodstains game, but didn't watch the whole thing. Need to go back and watch it all. But you usually recap, so wanted to hang out. Yeah, I want to watch that trailer. Well, let's just go back and look through some of the stuff. Yeah, so this is very interesting. I immediately recognized it as the Tetris Effect style music, and I was like, this feels like Tetris Effect. But it's a brand new block game. It's not Tetris. It almost looks like a little bit of a rhythm game. I'm very curious about it. I love Tetris Effect. I mean, like, one of my favorite games of all time is Tetris Effect. And the style and the music is a big reason for that, and this definitely has that feel. So I'm very curious about this. If nothing else, just for the music. Then we had... Oh, yes! Pragmata!
One we're turning into reality.
I can't believe this game is still alive. I'm so happy it is.
With our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative AI.
Still not a lot to say. Like, we did actually see some gameplay here.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
They're saying 2026, so like still a little ways away. But it looks like a weird Capcom game, so I'm there for it. Definitely has some Death Stranding vibes with the kid.
Hey,
Luminous has been. So what did they make before Tetris Effect?
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Wait, I'm confused because the developer on Wikipedia has different developers listed for Tetris Effect. You thought that was Death Stranding 2 and BB? Was the big girl now? Yeah, it really does feel a lot like Death Stranding, doesn't it? Yeah, so Pragmata was originally revealed, I want to say like 2021 or something. When was it first shown off?
Hey, D.I.
I said I am D.I.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Oh my goodness, it was first revealed in 2020. And it was supposed to be released in 2022. And then it was on the Wikipedia article, it says, to ensure that this will be an unforgettable adventure, we decided to shift the release to 2023. In July 2023, at the 2023 showcase, the studio declared an indefinite postpone of the project. Yeah, I thought at that point it might just be dead. But now it's back. And they're saying that it's coming out next year, so we shall see.
Hey, today is Saturday, which means...
Oh yeah, this is the Suda51 game. This looks very interesting. Very Suda51. I'm kind of down for it though. I think it looks interesting.
Romeo is a dead man.
I really need to play their games.
Maybe.
Wait, it's interesting how they show the full cast like that.
2026. Maybe.
Is there anybody like really stand out on here? I don't recognize Brittany Cox. That sounds kind of familiar.
Huh? That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like
Anyway, that looks
spirit?
interesting.
I'm on your back.
This looks fantastic. And I think this is the thing that I was most pleasantly surprised about, is this is coming September, what was it? September something. September 25th. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Silent Hill is back. So yeah, this looks fantastic. Can't wait for that. It's a nice meaty trailer too. Oh, here it is.
The castle has been sighted again. The church's orders are absolute.
This looks crazy
These human
good.
sacrifices must be stopped. We will track the ethereal castle, break its gates.
Can't afford Silent Hill. FFT comes out 5 days later.
The demon lord himself will fall by our hand.
I love how
Will test the limits of
it's
your power.
very 2.5D or
You
whatever.
will face horrors beyond your darkest
I mean,
imaginings.
a lot of this stuff is just full
Beasts
3D.
that defy reason. Creatures born of pure darkness.
Bloodstained was so good. I think Bloodstained ruined my enjoyment of Castlevania, if I'm being honest. Because I just remember playing Castlevania and just thinking, like, I just want to play Bloodstained because it's just a better game.
With me. Cross. Reaper!
Significant step up from Ritual, yeah. I mean, I thought Ritual looks really good. But my question is it the same developer? Because I thought that I had read that the original person that made Bloodstained, I know that he was heavily involved with Castlevania. He was like part of the reason that Castlevania exists or something. But I remember reading that he had stepped away or something like that. So is that true, or is he back, or is this a different team, or did he just leave the team? I have a lot of questions about that. So that does make me a little nervous. If they lost, you know, one of the main persons that was responsible for making these so good.
Right into the palm of my hand.
Good night, Ozzy. Take care, man. Hope you get some good rest.
The visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing.
All right, that looks fantastic.
hellscape I can't quite put into words.
Some game called Digimon
You've
that
somehow
nobody
been sent back
cares
in
about
time
is
8
coming
years.
out. So I'm sure there's plenty of people excited for it. This game looks okay, I guess.
O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins.
When I was
We
watching
like
this
no
earlier,
salvation.
I can't remember exactly what I said, but I think I said something like,
Why do you
I feel like I
fight?
should know what
Why
this
walk
is,
this path of
and
subterfuge
this is
and
definitely a Minish
conflict?
game.
The powerful must rule the weak. It is our duty. Heavens fall
I'm very curious to finally try out Final Fantasy Tactics. Is this coming to Switch? This feels like this should be a Switch game. Yoshi P. Oh, I didn't know that. That's
When your
cool.
father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade.
Boy, he's just all over the place, isn't he?
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming.
Dialogue. refined gameplay, and much more, as well as the classic version, which brings a faithful
really like that they're doing
recreation of the
that. I'll never
1997
play
original
this,
to modern
but
consoles.
I'm just glad that they are keeping the original just for
Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles launches on PS5 and
archiving, if
PS4
nothing
September
else.
30th, and will be available for pre.
All right, baby steps. This looks very interesting. I feel like I will either love or hate this game. I'm probably leaning towards I will hate this game, but it seems like a fun premise. Oh, yeah, so this was the game that I loved the art style, but Draco hated it.
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure title.
No, you
from
said
Bandai
the
Namco
animation
Studios,
you didn't
Singapore.
like. I do see what you mean
In this
now.
journey to save your
It kind of looks like the South of Midnight thing, right? Where they're doing animating on the twos, I think is what they call it.
origami home, you'll transform into paper shapes with distinct abilities.
I don't feel like it's as noticeable
including
to
a
me,
paper airplane, a nimble frog,
but I can see it.
a hardy armadillo, and a powerful ape. Master the art of folding when Hirogami
Love the art
arrives
style,
on
though.
PS5 later this.
Hot Shots. These games always seem fun. I've never played them, but I know people love those.
Long-running action franchise.
Ninja Gaiden. Oh, this, guys. I'm not joking. Please, please go and play this game, guys. There's a demo out right now. You can play it on PlayStation. You can play it on Steam. Check this game out. It's very cool. I think in some ways this is my
Manage balance and
most
stamina
anticipated
to
game
discover
now
secrets.
for this year.
Hey! Hey, wait for me!
Encounter other
Draco,
climbers.
you're killing me.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
And survive the harsh conditions of the climb.
No, it's obviously not for everyone, but man, I don't even know why I like it so much. Because I've tried to play other climbing games and I've never really cared anything about them, but there was just something about this demo that I played that it just felt so different and unique. And I love the way it works. If you guys haven't seen, you I think you have to play with a controller, but the thumbsticks are your arms and also your legs. So like with the right thumbstick, you move it around and you fully have control of your hand and you can grab wherever. And then I think you have to like hold the trigger as well while you're doing that. And then you let go of the left trigger and then you move your left hand around. And then you do the same thing with, or actually I don't remember if you do it with your feet. It might do it automatically. But it just felt so interesting to play, is all I can say. Basically, I Am Bread. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I played I Am Bread, though, and I don't know, this was just a lot funner than I Am Bread. There's also like a full, it's like an open world, and you can just like go out and explore. And, you know, in some ways, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Breath of the Wild. If Breath of the Wild was like a super engaging climbing game, but you had the world of Breath of the Wild to go and explore, that kind of reminds me of what this is, because they had a big world for you to explore, even in the demo, and you could just like go and collect resources and materials and use the materials to craft things to increase your stamina and that kind of stuff, and you could like set up camp, and they had a full day-night cycle. It was really pretty. I'm just so excited for this game.
You can give it a try
Coming
yourself
November 5th.
with a demo that arrives.
People were excited about it.
Minish, this also feels like a Minish game. Have you played any of these Digital Extreme games? I love the idea of this. I just don't have the nostalgia there for these games. But if you guys don't know the Digital Extreme games, they take old games and they it's like half documentary and half game. So they, for example, with this one, they're taking the old Mortal Kombat games and they're basically making a documentary out of it. And you watch a you watch like a 30-minute episode, or you don't have to watch it. You can just skip and play the games. But I think the idea is like you're supposed to watch and enjoy the documentary, and then you go back and you play the original game, and there's all kinds of like developer commentary and that kind of stuff. They do have one for Tetris that I would really like to get. It's just been a little expensive, and so I haven't gotten it yet. And then the other one that they did was Atari 50, I think. And so it was like the original Atari games, which I never really played any of those.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
But yeah, it's a neat idea.
We knew that we were onto something.
Especially if you really like, whatever, like Mortal Kombat. And then, hey, they have fight stick. This looks fantastic. I mean, we've been seeing this for a very long time, so there's not a lot more to say about this. And it's a remake, so it's like we already know what the game is. But it looks very good. That's coming August 28th, I think. Very excited for that.
Shining stones imbued with humankind's
this is Draco's Game of the Year 2026, Neo 3. You better be able to create a character, though. If not, then Draco's going to be mad.
The city really is. For me, it's all I've ever known.
This again, it just hurts to watch because it looks so good, but I will likely never play this, even though it's like probably one of my most favorite genres of types of games. Unless maybe it's coming to other VR headsets. Maybe it's not just PSVR 2.
Locked away, waiting to be found, waiting to be taken. But some treasures come with more trouble than others.
I'm only seeing PSVR 2 though.
And who are you?
Draco's judgment is pending. Neo 3 not a meme. Nope. I ended up with Thief 1 and 2 for free through Amazon Prime deals. Amazon Prime deals. Yeah, I never played the original Thief games, or I may have played a little tiny bit of them. I did play Thief 4. I think that's what most people considers to be like the iconic Thief game. And, it's very good, but it is very old as well. And then we had wasn't a remake. It was like a reimagining or a reboot, I guess, which I actually really liked. I didn't think it was greatest game of all time, but I really enjoyed the Thief, I think it was 2014 game. A lot of people didn't like it. I think a lot of people didn't like it because they wanted it to be more like the original, and it wasn't in some ways. Some ways I thought it was, but just wasn't maybe as in-depth in terms of mechanics and things like that. And that was 2014, so that was 11 years ago. And now we get this. Which, again, like I don't want to come across like I think this looks bad. I think this looks really cool and really good. I just wish it wasn't VR, and I really wish it wasn't PSVR 2. Like if it was at least just VR in general, then I could at least play it on whatever the headset is. I forget what they call it now. Meta Quest, whatever. The Oculus. But yeah. Anyway, I digress. So this game, I still don't really understand what this is. And it does say a multiplayer story. So, as cool as it looks, I just don't feel like I'm probably going to play this.
Ever since the Great Flood.
Oh yeah,
Elend,
Wolong.
my dear planet.
Yeah.
Has
Boy,
been
I fell off
dying.
with that game hard. I really liked
Plastemia has taken
what I played of
everything
it.
from us. But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
Stop right there!
And it's
I think I just really have to be in the mood for those kind of games.
Use that power.
This is our new recruit!
I definitely want to learn more about this game. It seems interesting, but the problem with every single multiplayer game that I feel like ever tries to do something like that is it always looks cool when they show it, but it never plays like that, you know? That's what I'm so worried about with that one multiplayer immersive sim that what's his name is making, the guy that War Inspector, the guy that basically invented immersive sim games, making a multiplayer game. Like, what they showed looks cool, but those games just never play like they show it when it's a multiplayer game.
Followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises.
This is cool. We're getting,
And then earlier
I think,
this year,
5 more
the
planets
Void
for free.
Galaxy made its appearance.
This looked really interesting. This kind of reminds me of Sea of Thieves a little bit, but like very different as well. But yeah, I'm very curious to learn more about this. I wonder who is making it. It shows. Sea Remnants. Sea Remnants. I don't feel like I really love that title. No developer on that. No name on that. That's interesting. This is literally just looks like Journey 2 almost. So that's very cool. Coming very soon too, August 19th. Sword of the Sea. FBC Firebreak.
Hi everyone, I'm
Okay.
Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at
We gotta watch the James Bond trailer again. I was listening to you react to this in the car. I heard much confusing followed by, is that Kratos? Oh yeah. Hold on. I forgot about that. Was that Kratos? It looked like him. Oh goodness, I think I broke YouTube. I don't remember where it was. Okay, I think it was shortly after this. There's Ariel. What is that? That looks like some turn-based mechanic or something there. Oh yeah, right there. Go back. Come on. Oh, okay. Definitely not Kratos. I think I just saw, like, the way his mouth looked, it kind of looked like his tattoo. They literally only show it for like half a second. Okay. It's time for the James Bond trailer again. Let me get to it.
to save him.
Here we go. Expedition 34 Sea Remnants.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Does anybody know that actor's name? It's going to drive me crazy. I don't even know if I would know his name when I saw it, but I know that is a actual actor. The number of fan art posts I've seen of the other expeditions online is so amazing. Expedition 60.
He's at odds with authority, same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way.
It feels a little stylized to me. I'm trying to remember exactly what like Hitman 3 looks like, and I thought it was a little bit more realistic. Hitman 3 was a little bit more realistic looking, just in terms of the materials. There feel, and I'm not saying this is a negative. I'm just pointing it out. It just feels like this is a little stylized.
And I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he
Hitman
did
was more realistic
Iceland
than
was
this, yeah.
Insubordination.
Okay.
It was ill-disciplined.
Glad it's not just
utterly
me.
Reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck.
Which is an interesting choice, because you would think that they would want this to be like really realistic looking. And I think I'm worried that people are not going to, like, I'm worried that people are going to be like, oh, this looks bad. This is like a PS3 game or something, you know? It looks fine to me. I'm worried that it's going to get a negative reaction, and then like, you know, people are going to think poorly of it. Because I want people to be excited for this.
I think you just covered them all.
I want this game to do well.
It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
I cannot not see Nathan Drake right there, though. Like, am I crazy? Just, if he had stubble, I feel like that would be him. He's also got the scar. I don't know how I feel about the scar, especially because he's so young, and it just also feels like such a cliche thing, you know? I should make an Archer spy game. That would, I would play that. Bond got his high school diploma. I don't hate the way he looks. I just think that this is not how I would have imagined him. It's going to take some time to get used to, I think. And it could just be a thing of like, I've just seen Daniel Craig so long for, you know, as James Bond. And then even before that, it's like Pierce Brosnan. And then I just have this image in my head of what James Bond looks like.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
Is that Q?
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
Okay, so this looks like gameplay here. Not that.
I need all my pieces on the board.
This looks like gameplay. So it looks like you're going to have some kind of scanner, which I'm not the biggest fan. I feel like that's a very cliche thing. at this point in game design is just having like the Witcher senses button. But you know, a lot of games do it.
009 is a master manipulator.
The environments look beautiful though. Although, again, I feel like I obviously get excited about this stuff, right? I'm sorry, I can't help it. I posted in another Discord the Witcher tech demo trailer, and I was like, man, this looks so good. And the first thing that someone posted was just like a GIF of like Vaseline, and I was like, oh, I've been reading about people saying it looks blurry or something, and the person was like, yeah, it looks so blurry, man. I was like, I don't see it. I guess I'm glad that I don't see a lot of what other people see in games in terms of like anti-aliasing that looks blurry and that kind of stuff, or when the frame rate is not a perfect 60 FPS. I just think video games look good.
Whatever the end game
nowadays.
Is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag.
I'm glad it's third person. I wouldn't have hated it if it was first person. Honestly, I would have think that would have been pretty cool, but I pretty much expected it to be third person. I don't know how I feel about this car. I wish we could see the profile of it a little bit more. I mean, it's obviously a classic Aston Martin, which that's cool. But it's hard to tell. It looks very boxy from the back. Oh, I've missed some stuff. Hold on. This is kind of like the intro to the Spider-Verse, almost comic booky. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. This may be the next James Bond to take over the number after the one we typically know retires, dies. Maybe, I don't know. I've never really understood how all that works, if I'm being honest. The Witcher tech demo was insane. You know what else looked insane before it came out? Cyberpunk. Yeah, well, hold on. Okay, I want to talk about Cyberpunk and Witcher after this. We'll finish watching this, and I do want to talk about that and briefly mention a couple of things. The PS3 FF7 tech demo was also looked insane. I love these environments, though. Looks like Switzerland or something. Oh, there was a good view. Okay, I do like the look of the car a little bit better there. Whoops, I think I skipped forward. Is he chasing another Aston Martin? Oh, what if you're chasing like your Aston Martin that someone stole or something? That would be kind of fun. I think part of it is the color. I don't like the color of this car. It's just like, it looks like a swamp. I think I like the car. I just don't like the color.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
Also, hold on. Is he just wearing I swear that is the same outfit that 47 has in what is it? Hokkaido? I think that's the exact same outfit.
Headhunting.
Oh man, I really do. The style is growing on me though.
Headhunting.
Especially the environments. They're very vibrant and very saturated. And again, I think it's just because I wasn't really expecting this look that it kind of has thrown me off, but it's actually growing on me very quickly. I really like it. Darn. I wanted to see her laptop. What if it's actually a vibrant red, but 007 is colorblind? The environments look very pretty. It's the people that look a little plasticky to me, very shiny. Not even a bad thing, just an observation. Yeah. It's just making me want to play. Oh, that looks cool. Darn, YouTube is not working very well for me right now. That's a really cool shot. What flag is that? Does anyone know? I'm so excited that we're going to see more. They said this summer. I wonder if they're going to show it at Summer Game Fest or if it will just be later.
Teachable moment.
The Walter PPK. Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice it says they're earn the number, so... Yeah, I wonder, like, do you not play as 007 until the very end, or is it like halfway through or a third of the way through when you become 007? It's a little weird seeing what appears to be an early 20s man in James Bond situations, though. Gonna take some getting used to. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it feels very much like it feels very much like the Tom Holland Nathan Drake a little bit. The numbers get recycled as far as I know. I assume the names do too, since it would be really dumb to use your real name. Well, that's what I've always wondered. So I knew that the names get recycled, right? I knew that 007 was just like, you know, whatever agent took that number. But I've always been confused about the actual name. And Draco, have you seen all of the Craig Bond movies? Because it's very clear in those movies, without spoiling anything, that James Bond is his name. I would think that James Bond is just the name that goes along with 007, but I could be wrong. Using your real... Well, that's what... Yeah, I agree. But it's very clear in what... I think in two of them, but in one, there's like again, I don't want to spoil anything if people haven't seen it, but it's, at least in that universe, in the Craig Bond universe, it is 100% his name. But yeah, that is weird. You are first year at the 00 University. You have to go to spy class and learn your spy moves. I mean, honestly, that sounds fun. I would be down.
Hello, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of Iron Interactive. The team is thrilled.
Yeah, I recently rewatched all of the Daniel Craig movies because I actually hadn't seen a couple of them, and I hadn't seen the last one. And I'm glad that I did. I have very mixed feelings on them, though. I honestly am going to need a lot of time to process it. Like, where I'm at right now, I liked it overall. I don't know if I loved the way it wrapped up. I almost feel like the last movie, I kind of wish they didn't make, and it would have ended with the movie before that. I think that that would have been a better ending in a lot of ways. I think Casino Royale is a fantastic movie, though. And I think that the movie that came right after that is one of the worst James Bond movies. They really are just kind of all over the place. Great pause shot. You know what game we don't have but really need? The Dread Pirate Roberts. That's an IP full of possibilities in pirates. Sandfall Interactive should do that. Oh my goodness, a Princess Bride movie where you play as Dread Pirate Roberts? That would be cool. You haven't seen the most recent one, I don't think. Okay. All right, well, overall, I thought that was a fantastic state of play. Let's see what people on the internet are saying. I have no idea what's happened to my YouTube list that I was playing music from. Okay, let's see. Sean Bean was, yeah, he was a 00. I think he was like, yeah, it was 008 or something like that. I remember them saying that. Looks like Henry from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Oh yeah, I can see that too. The name's Drake, Nathan Drake. Okay. Morgan, Dexter Morgan. Wait, who is Dexter Morgan? Oh, yeah, does look like him. Wait, is that who they're modeling it off of? No, it can't be. I like the look of it, but not too keen on the casting of Bond. Yeah. Patrick Gibson? That name sounds familiar. I don't know, is that him? Graphics do look a little rough. The animation, not the smoothest, but I'm still excited. Okay. Yeah, I hope people aren't too hard on it. I think it looks good. I know he's meant to be young, but that design is awful. I don't know. I don't think it's awful. I just... It doesn't feel... There's something that feels off about it. FFT is on all platforms, including Switch. He was 006. Okay. Silent Hill F for fantastic. Oh, I didn't even think about we might see Resident Evil 9. I guess maybe some people were thinking that that was going to show up. I did not even consider that, really. I guess that kind of would have made sense, but... Oh, I'm so glad people are saying Cairn looks interesting. This is probably a lot of these people's first time seeing Cairn. You know, the casual crowd. Not hardcore gamers like myself. All right, cool. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good reaction, I would say. All right. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for me. Why did Sony do this right before SGF? Just because. Yeah, there's no... It's the Wild West of video game announcements now, you know. I really, really, really miss E3. Like, I know E3 was a mess, but, man. It was just... I still love this time of the year, and I still love these announcements, but there was just something so special about the way that they had those announcements all done, you know, with just in a few days, and you had, you know, like, this is cool to see all these trailers, but, man, seeing that live presentation of God of War with the orchestra and Corey Barlog playing it live, that was just one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And I hate that we just don't get that anymore. It really feels like we've lost a lot. Darn you, pandemic. But yeah, I don't know. I guess they just wanted to scoot in before all the other news was gonna drop and release. That's the way it goes. Anyway, I will see you guys on Friday. Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time for Summer Game Fest. I don't know how long that stream will be. I'm guessing 2 hours. Should be fun. Don't come in expecting like tons of big trailers. It'll probably just be mostly smaller things, but should be some interesting things. Thank you guys for hanging out as always. I will see you guys on Friday. Take care, everyone.